Hello everyone! Today in this video we are going to compare the military and economic aspects of India and Turkey in detail. Let's get started. First, coming to the number of active military personnel of both the countries. India currently has over 1.4 million personnel, which is ranked second in the world. Turkey, on the other hand, has 355,000 active military personnel. Now, coming to the reserve military personnel, India has over 2 million. And Turkey has 378,000 plus reserve military personnel. Now let's compare the GDP. India's GDP nominal at present is 3,000 billion US dollar, whereas Turkey has around 700 billion US dollar. Defense budget comparison. India spends about 67 billion US dollars and is the fourth largest in terms of military spending, whereas Turkey spends around 19 billion US dollars. In this context, both India and Turkey still depend on huge foreign imports of military hardware. Land power comparisons. India currently has 4,800 plus active main battle tanks, which includes Russian-made T-72 and T-90 and indigenously built Arjun tank. On the other hand, Turkey has 2,500 plus tanks, the majority of which are modified versions of US-made M60 and M48 Patton tanks, and a sizable number of German-made Leopard. Turkey is also planning to introduce indigenously built Altay MBT in its inventory soon. In addition to this, India has 2,800 plus armored fighting vehicles, as compared to Turkey's 9,000 plus armored fighting vehicles, 4,000 plus towed artillery, as compared to Turkey's 1,200 plus towed artillery, 200 plus self-propelled artillery, as compared to Turkey's 1,100 plus self-propelled artillery, and 260 plus multi-launched rocket systems, as compared to Turkey's 300 plus multi-launched rocket system. In addition to this, India has land-based intercontinental ballistic missiles, which can reach up to 8,000 kilometer range, whereas Turkey doesn't have any ICBM at the moment. In the near future, both the countries are planning to modernize their land-based equipments and adding more indigenously built equipments. Air power comparisons. India currently has around 2,100 plus total aircraft, out of which 570 plus are fighter jets, which includes modern fighters like Su-30 MKI, MiG-29, HAL Tejas, and recently introduced in Indian Air Force Dassault Rafale. Turkey has around 1,050 plus total aircraft, out of which 240 plus are fighter jets. Currently, F-16 is the only main fighter jets of Turkey. Helicopters, India 700 plus, Turkey 500 plus. At the moment, both India and Turkey are building its own stealth fighter jets, which both the countries are planning to introduce by 2025. Naval power comparisons. India has total 300 plus naval ships, which include both warships and auxiliary ships, which is fairly large. And Turkey has a total 190 plus naval ships. Aircraft carriers. India currently has one active aircraft carrier and another one under development, which is going to enter sea trial soon. Turkey has no aircraft carrier at the moment. Destroyers. India currently has 11 destroyer ships. Turkey has no destroyer at the moment. Submarines. India currently has 20 submarines, whereas Turkey has 12 submarines. Frigates. India at the moment has 14 frigate ships, as compared to Turkey's 16 frigates. Corvettes. India currently has 23 corvette ships, whereas Turkey has 10. Thanks for watching.